Good afternoon people, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be how to determine the pinouts on the battery connector on a laptop. For today's demonstration I have a Dell Vostro 145459 and I'll do this as quickly as possible. First thing first is I've drawn a little sketch. This is an example. For precise pinouts you'll have to have access to the schematic. Now if you don't have an access to the schematic, you can follow this principle, this method that I'm about to show you, and you should be able to figure out what pin is what basically. So first thing first is that you'll have two pins that's got positive that's to charge the battery. You'll have a data line which is the 3.3 volt SDA, that's your data. You'll have another line 3.3 which is your clock, which is an SCL. You'll have another line that's 3.3 which drops to 0 volt once the battery is connected. So this line will stay 3.3 if you're running it through the adapter, but as soon as you connect the battery while the adapter is plugged in, this will drop down to 0 volt. This is a line that sends a signal to the Super I/O to tell that the battery is connected. And then you'll have at least a couple of more pins for the ground as well. Okay, so that's a simple concept. Now how do you figure out, if you don't even have that concept, if you don't have anything, how do you figure out which pin is which basically? So let's just probe around and eliminate the ground pins basically. So at least then you know that the other pins are going to be positive. Now usually the positive pins are either on one side. It's either on the top or the bottom, whichever way. I haven't come across with a laptop, a Windows laptop basically, that has a pin out that's a positive pin on the center. I haven't done that. I might be wrong, but I haven't come across with that basically. So let's set the multimeter to continuity mode, okay, and just eliminate which are the grounds, okay. So no beep on pin 1, pin 2. Now when you look closely you can actually see, when you see the circuit and the track, you can quite clearly see that there was a MOSFET here which actually carries the 14 volt or the 13.66 volt into the battery basically. So it's obvious when you look at that, you'll figure that out, this is the positive line of the battery. Okay, so let's carry on with the ground. So pin number 3, pin number 4, pin number 5, pin number 6 is a ground because it's beeping. Pin number 7 is nothing, pin number 8 is ground, and pin number 9 is also ground because the multimeter is beeping, and I've attached the other side of the probe onto a ground metal basically on the laptop. So that's how I've established now the pinouts. Let's move on to, I'm going to leave the battery unconnected. I'm just going to plug in the charger and turn the charger on. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to take the voltage onto the DC and leave it to that. Let's probe around and see what voltage we're getting on these terminals. Now, I am right-handed, so you'll have to forgive me. 13.66. Pin 2 is also 13.66. 3.3. 3.3. 3.3, and that's pin number 5. Okay, so pin number 3, 4 and 5 is 3.3. Now pin number 5, I believe it is the data line that goes into the signal that goes into the Super I/O once the battery is plugged in and the charger is plugged in. Now once the battery is plugged in, that will go to 0 volt. So I'll just demonstrate that to you very quickly. What do we have on the next pin? 0 volt. The rest will be 0 volt, 0 volt, 0 volt, 0 volt. Now one of these the pins going to be for temperature sensor for the battery. Now I can't establish that at the moment, so let's keep things short and simple. Let's keep the basics, okay? Let's keep the basics, actually, what you need to be focusing on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug in the battery. What do we get? Pin on 1, pin 1. Okay, pin 2, pin 3, pin 4, and pin 5 will be 0. So this is what I was trying to tell you before. Hope you're getting all this. Okay, and the rest will be 0 anyway. So let's just probe around. Pin number 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so let's just okay, so pin number 7 is going to be your temperature. because that's reading 0.006. So it has some reading basically. Let's see what happens when I take the battery off. It drops. See? So there is that is also a signal line basically. That is the temperature line basically. So we'll plug the battery back in. Again, we've got 13.66, 13.66, 3.3, 3.3, and pin number 5 is 3.3, but that, well, 3.3 is subject to the battery being unconnected. Watch what happens. As soon as I unplug the battery, it sort of jumps back to 3.3. As soon as I plug the battery back in, it goes to 0, but it should have been 0, but let me just go back on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unplug it again. There you go. Okay, so that's how you sort of establish the pinouts on the battery. Now do remember, there isn't a lot of videos about these battery connectors and what the voltages are, and particularly with the schematic, there's absolutely no frigging data or the voltage that should be showing on the end of the pinouts on the schematic. Basically, it just won't. I haven't come across with a schematic where these voltage, what I've just shown you, would be written down on it. There isn't. Absolutely not. Unless you've come across with it, then brilliant. I haven't come across with the hundreds of schematics that I've actually viewed. Absolutely not. So it helps to understand how the battery, the voltages are on the battery basically connector. I'm going to unplug everything, and I think for today that's that basically. I will be uploading more videos on component level repair, how the coil, the AC, the coil converts AC to DC, and so on and so forth. The switching MOSFETs, the driver, the charging IC. There's a lot of information to learn. The information is also available on YouTube. Have a look, but as and when I get time, I will sort of upload these short videos basically. But for today, I've shown you how to sort of figure out the pinouts on the battery connector, and this concept applies on all Windows laptop basically. It's got to have those terminals, it's got to have those lines. So you got your positive, you got your data, SDA, which is your data, you've got your SCL, which is your clock, you'll have a line for your Super IO for the detection of the battery, you'll have a line for the temperature, you will also have your negative, which is the ground pins basically. It's as simple as that, you know. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, look after yourself, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Take care.